Don't say you miss me if that's all you're gonna do. It's been 6 months and 17 days. Figured by now we'd find a way. So I guess I'll stop holding my breath, biting my tongue, waiting for love. I guess I'll stop holding my breath. I'm gonna turn blue, waiting for you. I poured my whole heart out over an open flame. You always kept me playing, but love's a loser's game. It's been 7 months and 22 days. Figured by now I'd run away. So I guess I'll stop holding my breath, biting my tongue, waiting for love. I guess I'll stop holding my breath. I'm gonna turn blue, waiting for you. I've been dreaming of how it could be when we just worked it out. You've been lost in the past, I can see. You're never coming around. So I guess I'll stop holding my breath, biting my tongue, waiting for love. I guess I'll let go of you now. This is my heart screaming out
We're going to get right into it. We have a very, 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 very special guest. We have Brittney Bouchard joining us tonight,
Who's a very good friend of ours.
and we're actually going to put her on. Here she is. Everybody, welcome Brittney, or the Britster.
Hi.
Oh, yay! Woo, go Brittney!
Hey,
Woo!
I just found out we're all best friends forever.
Yes, Reggie. Well,
Right.
I'm your best friend because you saw a minion in the sky, and you know I had a box of Lucky Charms. I'm sure Ray really wants to hear the story again. And in it came a free minion, and without me even thinking about it, I threw away the box when it was done, and I left my minion in the box. So now I don't have a minion from Despicable.
What's a minion? I don't know what that means.
That was the little yellow guys from Despicable Me.
Oh, they have names? They're called minions?
They're called minions, and Kevin is one of, like, the head minions. And when I saw that you had the blimp of the Despicable Me minion, I was like, oh, she found it.
You are way more vested in this movie than I am. I thought I was a huge fan. What is a minion? I just thought they were little yellow guys.
No, they actually are called minions. I don't know where the whole thing came from.
Where do they originate from, minions?
I don't know. To me, they look like those little things that were on Fraggle Rock that used to, like, be the little helper guys.
Man, that goes way back.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The guy who used to make all the bridges.
Yes, exactly, the little bridge-making guys. So they're just, I don't know, they're just the yellow things, and I'm really upset. So I went to get Lucky Charms the other day, but I couldn't afford the big box with the minion in it. so I had to get the small box, and I was really upset.
I really like Lucky Charms a lot also, so I think we really are best friends forever.
I really think we are. I think that we're going to have to, like, keep up an email or texting relationship because this is beautiful right now.
This is real.
This is real. This is gangster. This is what it is.
This is gangster. Where are you gangsters at? Where am I calling? Am I calling Connecticut? Where am I at?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are on the air with Chill Time Radio.
Hi, guys.
And we're very happy to have you, as a matter of fact.
I'm happy for you to have me.
Well, we're glad. I was reading over your page today, and I saw that you were a model. That's fantastic. What kind of modeling have you done?
Thank you. I don't, just little stuff here and there. I don't really consider myself a real model. I'm a fake one. No, I'm just kidding. I've done a little bit of everything from commercials to print to a few TV things.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of fun out here. When I first moved here, I wasn't really doing music, and I just kind of got into a little bit of everything, a little bit of trouble, and a lot of trouble, a little bit of everything else. So it's been fun.
What's funny, when I was younger, we could have been neighbors. I was actually born out in Long Beach.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
I was born in Orlando, but we could have been neighbors.
Yeah, well, yeah, I knew that. But.
Of course you knew that. We're best friends forever.
That's right. That's right, we are.
Okay, I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Now, we've all seen the video on the dressing up and whatnot, and I just wanted to clarify.
Everyone has, right?
Exactly. And I just wanted to clarify that I don't see that as porn in any way, shape, or form.
I don't either. I think that's ridiculous. It's
Thank you. I think that the people who said that are probably like, what?
Yeah, because all burlesque is adult dancing where your body's covered as far as your private areas, and you're doing an exotic dance. I think all those comments are from, like, which I hate to say this, I feel kind of bad about it. I feel like confusing younger children, but I feel like all those comments are from kids, like, who are really young, who probably don't understand what porn really is. So that's okay. They don't need to know yet. They can think that's porn, and they're going to be really surprised later.
Okay, well, first off, we are on mature radio, so...
Yeah, so you can say whatever you want.
I never heard freaking cuss. I'm so fucking excited.
Well,
did you have to beat that out?
You're excited.
I heard I can say the fuck word as much as I want.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Gosh,
go ahead.
You're fucking rude.
Whoa,
But when I originally sort off, to see if she would actually come on the show, she sends me an email back and she's like, I want to do it because you said the word fuck.
That's cool.
That's true. I forget what your email said. It was just so totally out there. There was no signature in the email or anything. It was just like, we want you to be on this fucking show. And it was just this really random email. And I'm like, this guy's fucking nuts. Of course I'm going to do this.
Well, we're glad to have you. I mean, like I said, I've listened to the music. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. What was your favorite song?
Probably Dress Up.
Oh, yeah. So the one that wasn't mine.
Well, I mean, you did a...
No, you did a...
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
You want to say your version of it, and I liked your version. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I did a cover of it.
Huh?
Yeah, I did a cover of that song.
I liked that, and I thought it was cool. I liked all your music, really. We listened to a few songs.
Thank you.
I thought you did a better version than the Goo Goo Dolls in Iris.
Yeah,
oh, wow. That's a huge compliment because that's like a fucking brilliant song, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I mean, you're too good, and there's a bunch of, songs that you...
Yeah, there were so many I couldn't even think. That's why I'm like,
Sorry, I was quizzing you, see? See how good of friends we really are.
That are phenomenal.
Just kidding.
I know. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, the Goo Goo Dolls one that you did was absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But,
I think that's the hardest part about doing a cover is really trying to do it different or better than the original, and that's usually impossible. So I don't put out a lot of covers because I really, that's my...
Yeah, I understand. But back to what I was saying. That song on, dressing up and whatnot. A lot of people will see it as porn. I don't. I think of it as... remember back in the day when, the romance novels were, big and whatnot, at, the libraries and whatnot? That's what it reminds me of. When you, read a book and you're, really getting into it, it actually, your imagination could actually explore more than if you're just watching a porno. That was
you almost imagine yourself in the book.
And plus, pornos are usually in color, and mine's in black and white.
All right, Mandy, I'm sure you want to ask her something right away.
No, I just want to know what this library you speak of is. Is that a place that, houses books or something? I'm not familiar.
Oh, my Mandy.
Did I say library?
What's the library? I don't get this concept. It's all foreign to me. The only thing that I have to say honestly is that I actually just turned your music on in the background when I was writing the article about you, so I wasn't really paying attention to what the song titles were specifically. I was just listening to the music. That's kind of how I am in general with songs. And I did notice that you do have that Colby Kelly. I didn't feel like any Norah Jones. I felt more Colby in your voice. Is that what you're aiming for, or are you tired of comparisons and you just want to be Brittney? That's who you just want to be identified as?
It's really funny because people compare my voice. I don't think I sound anything like Norah Jones. There was an article that someone wrote about me, and it said they compared me to her and Colby Kelly, and it's funny because those are very different voices. I've gotten compared to all the most random of different voices, from just people who are completely don't sound anything like me, as well as people who say I look like 13,000 different people too. So it's really funny. For me personally, I guess for any artist is trying to find my own intimate sound and not to sound like anybody else. But people are always going to compare. But it's always really random. Colby Kelly and Norah Jones are very different. But yeah, I've been compared to both of them.
I tried to listen and try to see if I could find a little, because I could hear the Colby from the beginning, and she's on such heavy remix. But when I heard looking for Norah, I wasn't hearing that doom and gloom and I'm so miserable, rah, kind of depressive sound. I didn't feel that in your voice.
Good. I love Norah Jones. I think she's great. I don't think I sound anything like her. I kind of wish I did, but and I'm a Colby fan as well. So it's I listen to everything. So
I was actually thinking when I looked at your lyrical style, because I used to be a songwriter and whatnot myself.
Cool.
I was thinking more of as far as your songs and whatnot, a young Reba McEntire.
Huh. Okay. I'll take that.
You're very upbeat and very happy in your songs, and they're nice songs. They're very relaxed, nice and upbeat. Well, you're welcome.
I've been told I didn't have more upbeat songs, so thank you for that.
And I just think that's a huge compliment because as far as Reba McEntire, that's one of my favorite, all-time, country artists because she actually had lyrics that actually clang to people rather than the normal just about heartbreak.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's funny. I've never heard that before. I always hear something different, so it's interesting for me because I'm still trying to figure it out.
I understand.
It takes some time, but you get it figured out as you go along.
I'm convinced I'll never figure it out. I'm just gonna keep doing this, and people are gonna figure out whatever they want to figure out.
There you go.
So how's it living out by Hollywood?
You know what? I cannot complain. It's great. It's crazy out here, and there's a lot of craziness. And if I didn't live here, I'd get really bored. I like the chaos.
Drama.
Drama. I mean, there's so much, man. If you don't want it, just stay home, and then you're revved up to get some more drama the next day. It's crazy. I've lived here for 7 years now, and I'm from a small town outside of Orlando, so it's really exciting for me, and I'm super ADD, so I get bored really easily. So it's fast paced but still laid back at the same time. It's great. Can't complain.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's great weather,
That's cool, though. Where's
Yeah.
Have you guys traveling yet?
Of course you
have. I been traveling?
Yes.
Not yet. I would like to take a vacation, but that's not going to happen because I'm writing for another record right now. But I may be going to Nashville this summer to do a little bit of writing, and then I'll be back in LA writing some more. So that's the only travel I'll do till the next record's done.
You'll like Nashville. It's nice out there.
Could you see yourself on the Grand Ole Opry?
That would be amazing. I hope. I wish. That'd be amazing. Never been there.
Well, you were on the mountain. I forgot the name of it. See.
Mountain Stage?
I feel like a dumbass.
It's okay. You're not. Maybe you are. I don't know you that well.
There you go. That's the way to be.
It's all good. I'm an asshole sometimes and a half-ass the others.
Sometimes.
And a smart ass.
I am too. You have to be, man. You gotta keep going somehow.
Exactly.
You gotta be an asshole and push other people over. I didn't say that. I didn't mean that.
So who's your football team? Do you have one?
I, unfortunately, don't have my own football team, but I'm not really, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not really a sports person at all. So, no, I don't have a sports team. I'm sorry, I disappointed you.
No, that's...
Want me to make one up and pretend?
Yeah, are you going to say the Jaguars because you're from Orlando?
No, my dad's actually a huge Green Bay Packer fan, so, I grew up with my dad... singing songs like, what would you do for the Packers today? And, he would, it's literally every conversation we have, he's like, well, have you thought about the Packers today? So, it's, if I had a team, I'd pick the Packers, I'd have to, or else my dad would be really disappointed in me, so.
Well, my father would probably disown me because my father's a Jets fan, and, I'm not, unfortunately.
He's a what?
He's a Jets fan.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a Jaguars fan along with Ray. So I used to call my dad up every time they would lose. I'd be like, hey, Dad, the Jets lost. Just to joke around with them. He'd get so mad.
Oh, that's fun. A little family feuding there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Purposely.
That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. We have fun, though.
All right, so Mandy, you're normally the talkative one, and now you're all quiet. What's going on?
Mandy, I miss you, my Lucky Charms friend.
I know, despicable me, my little minion. I'm just trying to not talk over everybody because there have been times where we've had people come on and everybody has so many questions and they just ambush them, and so I'm just trying to give everybody their space to say what they have to say so that I don't
Aw, Mandy's such a nice one.
Just jump on everybody and be like, wow.
That's what we could call her, our minion Mandy.
No, she's Princess Mandy.
Princess Minion.
Minion sounds so little. Are you little?
I am. I'm only 5'2". I'm
okay, you can totally be
friend.
Minion Mandy. Is that mean?
I went to the zoo today and I measured myself and I think I'm only a little bit taller than a house cat, and it really
You went to the zoo today?
I went to the zoo today, yeah, and I was like,
that's an interesting thing to do for a Friday. I'm going to get up and go to the zoo.
Yeah, I just went to the zoo.
Do you do that often?
No, I don't. I looked at my boyfriend and I said, "Listen, we need to reconnect. Let's go to the zoo." And he was like,
"Let's go look at some animals. That'll help."
Let's go look at some animals. It's just going to totally rejuvenate our relationship. And
did it work?
Well, no, because he wouldn't let me steal any of them. So it really just.
Do you have like an animal fetish? Is that what it is?
I really would like. Yes, I do actually. I would really like a pet donkey just for the purpose of the fact that I've wanted a donkey since I was little, but that's not going to happen. So I tried to see if I could steal a prairie dog, and they said no. And then I asked if I could steal an otter, and they said no.
Steal or feel?
Steal, like
take it home with you. Like you really wanted to bring it into the bedroom and just like make something creative happen.
Oh, I just really wanted it to be my pet. Like I wanted to be like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, okay, got it.
No, I'm not one of those people. No. I prefer.
That's what I was getting at. I thought I couldn't hear it. They said I just wanted to feel the animals, and I was like, oh, that could be sweet or weird.
No, it's a sweet way. It's a. I want to make my bedroom a farm. And
okay, cool.
So yeah, it's really disturbing. But yeah, I went to the farm the zoo today. Every time I go to the farm, I get in trouble because I get stuck in one of the kiddie slides. And somebody laughs at me, and I get in trouble for almost breaking it. And then I try to steal a sheep, and my boyfriend's like, put it back. Put it back. You don't need a sheep. Put it back. I'm like, but how am I going to make my Uggs?
I found out something crazy today. I was in a writing session, and I was writing with this Norwegian producer, and he was telling me that there's people that have sex with sheep.
Oh yeah, I've read that.
And I don't ever get shocked. We were actually writing a song about how I don't ever get shocked, like nothing surprises me anymore because weird shit happens to me all the time. And he said that, and I literally like turned red, and I was like, what? He's like, ha, surprised you.
I don't do that. I don't
know why we're on this conversation. It's totally gross. Sorry.
No, I had to clarify when I first started that like donkeys are not like my bestiality thing. They're just cute, and so that's why I want one. But yeah, I
respect that.
I should not be at a zoo because I like to steal animals. No, my question for you is if you could have somebody come on and do a remix with you, like Florida Georgia Line, they did a remix with Nelly. And,
that's a good question.
And it was like so good, and it almost like added something to it. So if you could have somebody come in and remix one of your songs with you, who would you choose? And it doesn't have to be like a rapper. It could be a country artist. It could be a pop artist. It could be just a Muppet. Like,
do you know the DJ Morgan Page?
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
No.
He's amazing. It would be him. Brilliant.
Okay. Well, let's put that out there. Have you
Morgan Page, if you're listening.
We're going to
do a remix.
We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen for you because I think everybody should have a remix or something.
Yeah. Totally. I actually have a remix coming out, though, I'm actually really excited about. And a friend I went to high school with, actually, he is a DJ named DJ M Squared. And he just won, like, a couple of years ago, what is it called, Master of the Mix. And he's, like, sponsored by Red Bull and all this stuff. And he did a remix of my song called Reality, and it turned out amazing, and we did a video for it, so that's going to be coming out
nice.
Really soon. So
that's
my
very
first
exciting.
remix. I'm really excited.
Oh, speaking of minions, I had to go let my minion in.
Your minion?
My son.
Hi, son.
My son's very short, so he's my minion.
That's cute. How short is he?
Oh, God, he's got to be... What did my mother measure him in as?
Yeah, he's 53.5 inches, which makes me mad because you have to be 54 inches to go on this the ET ride.
Where's the ET ride at?
Universal Studios.
Oh, he's not grown up yet, or he's grown up?
We're out in Connecticut, a lake compound.
They have an ET ride at Lake Compound?
Brittney, somebody would like to say hello to you.
Hello.
That's our son, Nick.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick.
Nickelodeon.
You are not known as Nickelodeon.
No, he's not.
How old is he?
He's 13.
Oh, well, maybe he'll grow up then. He'll get taller. Don't worry.
Yeah, the actual name of the ride is the Enterprise, and it's a ride I really want to experience with him. And unfortunately,
is it a roller coaster?
What?
Is it a roller coaster?
No, it's.
I love roller coasters.
It's a spinning. It like spins on the ground, and then you go up in the air, and then you feel like you're flying and whatnot.
Whoa, ho! I'd be into that for sure. That sounds fun.
You should do a version of the song like Roller Coaster of Love, like in your poppy but like country kind of way, and then maybe you can get somebody to remix it with you.
That'd be cool.
I can
put it on the list.
So what do you do when you're not in the studio, like for fun?
That's a good question. I haven't really done that in a long time. I've been really busy lately, so I mean, I've basically either been in writing sessions, recording sessions. What have I been doing? I don't know. I once in a while I like to, lay out by the pool or go to the beach. Once in a while I get to do that, but I work out a lot. I like to do yoga. That's like my only hobby. Does that count?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it sounds really boring, but I go out drinking with my friends, but that's like not anything to brag about, right? Nothing like exciting.
Hell yeah, I'm drinking a beer.
I'm like, I go out and get drunk. But that's kind of like, okay, I've had a hard day. I deserve this. I earned this tequila shot, right?
Well, if magically you end up going to some concert in Connecticut, we'll all go out to Six Flags or something.
Oh my God, please. It's really funny. I dated this guy. He actually lives in New York, and he was afraid of roller coasters. And there's nothing funnier than taking a grown man on a roller coaster and seeing him cry.
You know what's even funnier?
It was the most amazing moment of my life. It was hilarious. Oh man, I love roller coasters. They're so fun.
How do you feel about escalators?
I thought you were going to say escorting. Escalators, I'm okay with them. I haven't made it to that point yet where I'm escorting, but thank you. Escalators are cool. I mean, I used to be scared of them when I was a kid.
Well, Ray is terrified of them. And
really?
Yeah, he's absolutely petrified of them. And he will, it doesn't matter if there's, a burning building. He will take the elevator with hopes that he will get to the top before the building burns down while everybody else is, running up the stairs or going up the, escalator. He won't go up one. He's terrified. And I just think that's, it's just a weird fear.
That's a weird phobia. Yeah, I wonder what that stems from. Did you fall off of one when you were a kid or something?
No, it's just I think it's just a fear of heights. But what's weird is I've been on roller coasters before. I went to, when I was out in Pigeon Forge, my first roller coaster I went on was, the Thunderhead out in Dollywood, and that's one of the scariest as far as wooden coasters.
Well, you know what? I think, too, when Ray was a baby, when he first came from California with his mother, he was very young. And his aunt said he had a fear of stairs back then, and he was just a baby. So he may have, when he first started to learn to walk or to crawl or whatever, maybe he crawled down and fell down a few stairs or something, maybe.
Oh, that's where the lack of common sense comes from.
Maybe.
Let's just all guess.
Maybe that's why he's afraid of escalators.
I know I got pushed down the stairs when I was 5 years old. This dude pushed me.
You have a fear of stairs, not a fear of something that moves you up. I've never heard somebody be on the middle of an escalator and be like, "Oh my God, this is so hard."
You gotta get over that, man. You just gotta do it one day.
I did do it. I did do it one day, but
and keep doing it over and over again. I used to be afraid of singing.
Did you? How long was that?
I just started doing music 4 years ago. I used to be deathly afraid to stand in front of a fucking microphone. And one day, this guy I used to work with, I used to work at a not a nightclub, a bar/club place, and he was like, I had this showcase and I want you to perform at it. And I was like, I don't do that. I don't perform. I don't sing. And he's like, yes, you do. I hear you walking around singing. And I was like, yeah, I'm just joking. And I have this saying that says, that I say, I don't know where I got it from, but it says, every day do something that scares you. And in my head, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. In my head, I'm like, I'm scared. I have to do it. Fuck. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. And this is before I really had any songs or had ever performed live. And I had a month to prepare. And I was scared as shit. And I pulled it off. I wrote some songs, found a guitar player, and got up there and had my first show. And I was like, oh, my God, I got to do this.
So what was your biggest
you
show?
can overcome your fear of escalators.
That's true. I think what it is too is when we go to the mall, and the mall we go to has like, oh my God, how many levels would you say?
It's a Sky Mall out in
Providence,
Rhode Island.
Out in Providence, Rhode Island, and it goes up real high.
It's like 5 stories.
And I've actually gotten him to take all 5 stories of escalators one time.
Yeah.
Oh, then he's fine. He's totally fine.
Yep.
All he has like to say he has the fear of escalators. He'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Can I help you get on the elevator?
Oh, no, I tell him you're getting on the escalator. If I have to stand behind you and kick you in the behind, you're getting on that escalator.
I don't like escalators.
It's a people mover. It's not an escalator. It's a people mover.
Okay, well, this isn't about me. This is about Brittney.
It's about Britster.
And I'm not afraid of escalators. The end.
Do you have any fears?
You can quote me on that. What?
The end. Got it.
Do you ever get scared when you're playing a big concert?
I've never really played a big concert. I get scared when I play little concerts still. I get scared that I'm going to forget the words that I wrote, that I've sang 1,000 times.
That's normal, though. I mean, even people that are going to take tests and stuff worry, say, oh, my God, what if I forget all the answers, you know? Same thing, you know, with the singer, you know, going on to perform.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, and once you get up there and you start singing, it's like, oh, okay.
I'm always afraid, like, I'm going to get, like, Tourette's and just say something, like, totally outside the box, like, nipple biter or something, you know? Like, I'm afraid that I'm going to stand up there and just start saying weird shit. It's never happened, but I'm always like, that's one of my fears. Isn't that weird?
No, it's not weird. It's totally not weird. It's totally, that to me is normal because I was telling Ray when I first started, was that when I was into acting, my biggest fear was, like, getting up on stage and, like, having to recite my lines. And even though I knew once I got up there I'd know them, just that whole, like, mental process of getting ready to get up there, you're like, oh my God, there's so many lines. There's so many lines.
Yeah. It's funny because with, like, music, like, if there's the music that goes with it, too, because, like, there's rhymes, so it's like you get hints along the way. Like, I know what word's going to come next. Like, it's so easy, but it's funny.
But the amount of music that, if you really stop and think about it, the amount of music and song lyrics that we know as people who love music, it totally trumps anything else that we know.
That's true. I never thought about that.
Brittney, what would you say is your favorite song of all your songs?
What was my favorite song? I really like the song Reality that I wrote because I don't know if you guys have heard that one, but it's about, like, you know when you, like, you're in a dream and you have this, like, great dream where you're maybe, like, flying or you meet someone special and it's just like something, you just feel like amazing in the dream, and you wake up in the middle of that moment, and you're like, oh, I want to go back to sleep and get back to that dream, and the entire song is about that one moment, and that was, for me, that was like, I don't know, I was really proud of that idea, that concept.
What's your favorite song of all time? Like, any one song that, like, gets you going every time, like, you cannot go out without hearing the song, or if it comes on the radio, you totally blast it.
Oh, man, there's so many. One song that, I'm trying to think, there's a lot of, it changes every day, but, like, one of my favorite all-time songs is, I don't know if you guys even know it, it's called Shimmer. It's by Fuel.
Oh, my God. I love Fuel. I saw them live a couple times. So
that's one of my favorite songs. Like, it's just such a sad song, but it's, like, so true and it's beautiful how they, you know, put the lyrics and stuff.
It's an upbeat sad song. in a weird way. It's like a twisted, upbeat, but like not really.
Yeah, it's twisted for sure. It's cool. It's a cool song. But I mean, I could go on forever. My favorite songs. I have a lot of favorite songs.
What artist do you think you most gives you your? That's what I was gonna say. Oh boy, that's bad. What am I gonna say now? Oh my gosh, it's one of them nights, Oh, what artist would you say gives you the most inspiration? That's the word I was looking for. Boy.
I knew that's what you were looking for, but I wasn't sure, and I wanted to make sure before we got there. What artist gives me the most inspiration? See, I don't know why I just sang that.
You just said information.
What? What did you say?
I said, you just said information instead of inspiration, right?
Oh, did I? Sorry, it's been a long day.
Yeah, you're one to talk, Ray, about mispronouncing things.
Oh, I mispronounce things all the time, but I catch people all the time, too.
I've been in a writing session all day, and, writing sessions really drain me because you're just thinking, about words and stuff for so many hours. It's just so I'm a little out of it. I apologize.
No, there ain't no reason to apologize.
I'm not really sorry. I'm just kidding.
Some of the best songs ever made were made by pure accident.
Yep.
So.
This is true. I forgot the question. I was going to say about inspiration. I listen to so much, so many different artists and so much different music. It really is just whatever I'm listening to at the time. And
okay,
it's
then
always
who's your favorite?
Different. My favorite what?
Your favorite band?
My favorite band right now is Imagine Dragons. They're amazing. I just saw them in concert, and I love them.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to marry the lead singer, but he's married already, so that's not going to work out.
I hate when that happens.
I know. I'm like, can't you guys can something just happen? Is that rude that I wish that?
No, it's really not, 'cause I do that with
You're
Rob
married, so
Thomas,
how serious is it?
I'm like, I know you guys have been married for 15 years, but really, can you make it to 16? I don't think so.
Aren't you guys bored yet? Okay, cool, because I'll be over here.
Yeah, I've given Rob Thomas 100 shout-outs, hey, want to get divorced? I'm ready to play.
It happens. Divorce happens way more often than it doesn't. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying. There's still hope.
I'm just curious. Are you a Tales from the Crypt fan?
Am I a who from the what?
Tales from the Crypt.
Remember the show Tales from the Crypt?
No, I don't remember it, so I'm going to go with no. Moving on down.
Where does that question even come from? Are you a Tales from the Crypt fan?
I have no idea where he got that question, but I understood what he was saying.
I was basing it on what she was saying and, her whole personality, basing on what I'm hearing. I would figure that she'd love something like that where it's like,
we're best friends, so you know.
Yeah,
I see her more as a Sabrina the Teenage Witch kind of girl. I see her more as a Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Boy Meets World, Golden Girls kind of girl.
I did watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I remember that show for sure.
See, I know my best friend.
See?
Are you kidding me? She's more of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer than a Sabrina. Come on now.
I did watch that too. We're going way back, guys. Way back in time.
It didn't say it in your profile. I was the one who wrote up about how we are best friends, so I'm actually the writer out of the three of us.
I appreciate that.
My primary job is as a blogger. How old are you, or do you not care to share?
Let me see if I feel like telling you guys. I just turned, well, not just. I'm 25 in January. I'm almost 26.
Because you have a very old soul, so I was wondering, because you seem like you sound very young, you sound younger, but you seem like you have a maturity that's beyond your years. So that's why I was wondering how old you are.
Well, thank you. I'm not that wise though, so don't expect too much out of me.
No, but the only reason I was mentioning the Tales from the Crypt and whatnot is because the whole time you think you know what's going to happen, and then all of a sudden you think that somebody's going to be saved, and then they twist it around where the person gets eaten anyway. It just seemed like something you'd be interested in.
Sounds like my life. I'm going to have to read up on this show because I'm sure that it tells me what's going to happen tomorrow.
It is so stupid.
They have it on Hulu.
2 episodes and you're going to hate it.
I don't, I got to be honest, I don't watch TV or movies. It's very rarely. Like, I have extreme ADD, so I'm always doing something. So, I'm usually writing a lot. But it's funny because people will say movie and TV references like funny things all the time, and they don't realize they can use it to their advantage. I don't know what it is, so I think that everyone's funny, and I think that they made up those lines themselves. It turns out they're just stealing them from TV and movies.
It happens.
Yeah, so I don't really watch TV or movies at all. Actually, I've lived in LA for 7 years. I didn't have a TV until recently. My roommate brought like one old TV from his office. He's like, "Here, you need a TV," and I'm like, "Why? I don't watch it, but okay, thank you." I never turn it on. It's not even plugged in.
Okay, I have a very big.
You just stare at it, right?
It's just a box.
Yeah, it's just there. It's like it looks cool. It looks like it's supposed to be there, you know.
I have a very.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
As a musician, I have a very important question to ask you, and I'm hoping that maybe you can shed some light on this for me, because I'm an entertainment reporter, so this, to me, makes no sense. What do you think, this is serious, really serious.
Okay, I'm getting serious right now.
Of the name that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian chose for their baby? Because I can't wrap my head around it as an entertainment writer, so I'm wondering if maybe musically it works.
His name's North, right? I'm late to the party. I actually like the name North if his last name wasn't fucking West. I mean, it would be great if there was a different last name, like North Kardashian. I don't know. I think that North is actually a really cool name. It just doesn't go if your last name's West. It's kind of ridiculous. But hey, Kanye West is ridiculous anyway, so might as well go all the way, right?
I was just wondering, just from a musician's perspective, if that kind of name actually had made any sense to you, if it was something that you could kind of like understand or.
No, musicians are fucking weird people, dude. We do weird shit, and you should not ever try to understand musicians. Like, there's no reason, because they don't even understand themselves, I think, most of the time. So, which is better that way.
I understand.
That was my important question. So that was my important question.
What do you think of it? What do you guys think about Northwest?
I think it sounds kind of ridiculous. Sounds like they can't make up their mind.
It's kind of ridiculous, but kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like there's no one out there that's named fucking Northwest.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah. It's like my favorite park out here is called Five Corners Park. Now, normally you don't have
that's
five corners.
That's my favorite too. Oh my god. I'm just kidding.
New besties.
Best friends forever. We
all need keychains.
You guys want to hear a funny story?
Anyway, I have a serious question now.
Do your thing.
Okay,
do your questions.
What was, out of all the videos that you made, what was the most fun you had making the video?
The Katy Perry one was fun, but I actually made one of them myself. So I had to do these videos. I did a pledge campaign to raise money for my album, actually, and I had 5 options people could pledge on me doing a cover video of a song for them, and I had 4 of them done by friends as favors, and that was amazing because it's such a lot of work to do a video. And then one of them, I forgot what happened, like he was out of town or something, and I had to get it done, so I'm just like, fuck it, I can do this. So I filmed it. I was sick, and I filmed it in my bedroom, and I got all these lights, and I rigged it up myself, and then I downloaded all these, like, clips from this website, and I pieced it all together, and it's definitely very DIY, how do you say it, do-it-yourself? DIY, and not DUI, not that.
DIY.
Whatever. And yeah, that. And I downloaded Premiere, Adobe Premiere, and I just sat up till 6 in the morning editing it, and it was so fun. And it's a song called Simple Math. And that was, I mean, there's a lot of, that was kind of cool because I got to, do it myself and edit it, and it was really fun. And I love the process of editing videos, and yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but you should check it out.
All right, I have one more question, and this is totally serious, all jokes aside.
Okay.
Okay, so evidently you're very gorgeous, and, you've got a voice of an angel. There is no, doubting that and whatnot. But the question I have to ask is, you actually did play at the Music Fest and whatnot, and I'm sure there were ARs there and all kinds of labels and whatnot. Why do you think it is that you, if I'm wrong, then I do apologize, that you have not been signed as of yet?
Oh man, that's the question. Sorry, I'm gonna joke about it, right? I don't know. I mean, it's a really, really, really tricky industry, and I don't know. It may still happen. There is still time. We're working on a new album, and there has been some interest, and we do have some things in progress which I can't talk about. So, yeah, it's very tricky. It's really ridiculous. I mean, you really have to. I don't know the answer. I would like to ask those A&Rs, hey guys, what's going on? But what, in my opinion, I don't know yet. I don't know. I just think that you can always take it to the next level, and that's what I'm kind of trying to do with my new stuff. Is just I'm doing things that are outside of the box and a little bit more unique. And that was my very first EP, that 6-song EP that I put out. So I think you have to really be on the radar for a long time, and labels aren't willing to take risks because the money involved nowadays, and even if you are signed, there's no, it's not definite that you're going to be pushed and promoted, and you could be shelved, and there's a lot of politics that go into it as well, and so I think that they just have to be really, really sure that you're going to sell out stadiums, that you're going to sell, millions of albums before they sign you on.
Yeah.
Living out in California, have you gotten to meet any stars yet?
Yeah, I've run into celebrities a lot. I was recording in the same studio as Snoop Dogg yesterday. That was pretty cool. I walked by and I waved and I was like, "Hey, Snoop Dogg," and he didn't wave back, but it was cool. Yeah, you run into celebrities all the time. I try to act cool, like I don't care, and I'm like, "Hey," and just walk on by. But yeah, you see a lot of celebrities out here.
What celebs would you say you've met? Other than, of course, it's cool.
What was the question?
I said, what other celebs have you met besides Snoop?
I didn't really meet him. I just waved at him awkwardly.
Hi, hey, I'm over here.
I was he was standing outside the studio, and I was in the studio next to him, and I walked by like an asshole, and I was like, hey. So it doesn't really count as meeting him, right? Who have I met? I don't know. Let's see. I've met a lot of people. I met the people from Lady Antebellum.
That's cool.
I've met Lionel Richie. I've met I don't know. There's so many. I don't even know if I can remember. It's the kind of thing where it just happens and you just put it in a box of memories. You're like, oh, that happened. You probably start writing it down.
Not only that, but you know what? As you get more famous, you'll get to meet more celebrities because you'll get more in their inner circle.
I like the way you said more famous, as if I already am slightly famous. It makes me feel good about myself. Thank you.
Well, you are.
Well, you know what? Here's my motto. Fuck them. If they don't like you for who you are, fuck them, because there will be somebody that comes along.
Fuck you guys.
Whether, mainstream, label, or whatever, that will come along and will be like, all right, well, this is a fantastic artist and whatnot, and we need to sign him now. Because if you think about it, prior to being signed by Def Jam, there was this metal label called Roadrunner. And they had the most, fabulous bands that nobody ever heard of, and they grew their own shit, so.
Well, not only that, but if one star doesn't want to know you, who cares? Because you know what? There could be 50 million other ones that want to know you. For those you that.
Yeah, I'm not concerned when it comes to that. I'm really focused on writing my new music, and putting out this new album and getting that ready and prepared and shopping that. I think it's going to be way different, and it's going to have taken it to the next level, guys. So, yeah, I'm just concerned about just focusing on making the best product, you know?
You never know. I mean, there may come a time where you may have stars knocking on your door going, hey, can we do an album with you? Hey, can we do a remix of a song with you, you know?
Hey, can Brittney come out and play?
Alex, like you want. There you go. There's your buddy.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna happen. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. It's been a long road, but it's probably gonna be longer, and I'm just gonna keep working and.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, I might be like 75 by the time.
I could see her like doing a remix with like Korn and whatnot. That'd be funny as shit.
Of Korn? Oh my God! Wow. I don't even know. Do they have words? You know what's really the funniest thing? This is not really. It's kind of funny. I went to a Bjork concert recently, and I don't even think she has lyrics. It's very interesting.
She doesn't. She just howls like a.
I know. I kind of said to someone, I said, I want to start a Bjork cover band. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, you'd just be like, oh.
I could just go in, get dressed up, you know, have a couple tequila shots, and just make up some melodies and just kind of freestyle it. I'm like, a fucking genius. That's so easy. Why didn't I think of that?
Because your name isn't
be like Jewel when you started.
Oh, Jewel's great. I love Jewel. I listened to Jewel growing up. Listened to a lot of singer-songwriters like Jewel and Sheryl Crow and Lisa Loeb.
Oh,
when I was a little kid, and I always remember just being like, yeah, I want to do this, and didn't do it until a lot longer. But
all that matters is that, like, for me, I cannot sing to save my life, and that really depresses me because my main thing in life is that I want to be a rock star, but that's never going to happen. But if I ever got the opportunity to record an album with the songs that I do write, being a writer, I would really just want to write an album and put out an album that made me happy. And it's like, yeah, I would love for other people to like it, but I think as an artist, the main thing is that if you're a true, genuine artist, and I think that's really what you are, because you're not pushing too hard, you're pushing just enough to get to where you want to go. And I think with somebody like you, it's almost like you would be satisfied if just, if only, 100,000 people bought your album. Like, you'd be happy because you just want to make an album that makes you happy, that you can look back at in 20 years and be like, wow, I really like the stuff that I wrote, and I'm really impressed. It's kind of like those people who take pictures when they're in their early 20s of how hot they look, so that when they're in their 60s, they can be like, yo, my boobs stood up and stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I obviously as an artist and as a writer, it's and especially in the position where I'm at, where I'm not signed, and so I'm trying to looking to get to that way. So you try to think a lot about being commercial and writing songs that the public's going to like, instead of just when I first started out, just writing a song because I wanted to write a song. And I think eventually I will do an album that's like that. That's like more artsy and abstract, which I think would be really fun to do, but not yet.
It comes out better, though, if you have the passion. If you're singing with the passion that you have and the passion of the song and what your feeling for it is, I think people can feel that more so than somebody who's just putting out a CD because they think they can sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you were not a singer, what would you be?
I would be a singing telegram. No, that's not true.
That'd be so cool.
Do they have those still? I should probably do that as a part-time job.
You should. Tell them at my house.
It's kind of dangerous, though. Like, hey, knock, knock. Who are you? Don't know. What would I do? I like anything creative. Like, I used to want to be an interior designer or a graphic designer. Anything visually creative is really fun. I studied marketing when I was in college for a little bit, and I like marketing and just like the creative part, like creating concepts and strategy and stuff like that. So I think, those two things, something creative that involved marketing.
Awesome.
That's real awesome.
Yeah, that sounded kind of awesome. Like, fuck, why didn't I do that? That sounded way easier. What am I thinking? I'm going to be a singer. That'll be great. So, yeah.
I give you credit. That's a hard thing to get into, singing, you know?
Thank you. Yeah, it was really hard for me because I didn't, I grew up kind of singing, like I was in chorus and stuff, but I didn't really sing it. I took a lot of lessons, and I practice all the time. It's really like, for me, I mean, some singers are just brilliant all the time. Like, they wake up in the morning and they sound amazing. But I really work at it, and I really, I study and I practice, and I still work in technique with different coaches and producers and stuff like that. So I'm always learning.
That's good. That's the best way to get good. You know, the more you practice, the better you get.
Yeah, I actually felt like even after I recorded my EP is when after I recorded it, so like past that, is when I first started learning to actually sing. So.
I have a question. For you. I know
Are you going to wave?
Am I going to wave? Yes, I'm going to wave.
All right.
My big thing is I want everybody to wave at me because I feel like it's important.
Can't see you right now.
But I just assume people can. For me as a writer, one of the hardest things is being a creative person and doing all spectrums of creativity is that sometimes I look at my friends who have just taken not the simple road but more of the traditional path, and I'm a little bit jealous that they're satisfied with being a little bit more boring, if you will.
Uh-huh.
And do you ever feel like sometimes you look at people who have found their niche and they're doing what they want and they're successful at it, and it's kind of easy, like whether it's a massage therapist or a dental assistant or what have you, do you ever just stop and say, God, I wish I was a little bit more boring? Like, why can't I be boring?
Oh, my God, I do that all the time. Like, man, why wasn't I just an accountant or something? Boring. I know, all the time. I'm like, Dad, I'm so sorry. I should have, gone to law school like you and become a lawyer. Why didn't I do that? It's really ridiculous, but the truth is that, I'm never going to be satisfied. Like, I'm one of those people that I always crave more and I always want to do more and go above and beyond. And I'm never going to be satisfied, even when I do get, if I do get a big break or if I do, get something big. I'm always going to want to strive for more. And I wish that I was just like a simple person and I wanted to like stay at home and have babies and stuff. That'd be so much easier, right? But I've always just kind of wanted everything that's impossible. So.
You sound actually like Mandy. Mandy's always said that she hasn't quite found her niche in things she likes, so she tries all different kinds of things. I think that's kind of cool that, you're able to do that, Or other people would be so afraid to go, oh, my God, I'm scared. I don't want to try that. It's something.
Yeah, you only live once. You might as well do it all. I mean, I've done so many different things besides music. I've acted, I've modeled, I've done voiceover, I've done TV hosting, I've been a waitress, I've worked in marketing, I've done so many different things, and it's all been really cool. But, when I started doing music, I realized that was where I really needed to stay focused, and that was my true passion. And once I found that, and it was, like I said, it was like only recently I started really pursuing music, and that's when I was like, man, I'm so glad I did all these things, and I can do them because I can still use them in what I'm doing now. But I think it's great to be able to do a million different things, but you also have to learn how to focus, which has been my biggest problem, is focusing in on one thing.
That's why I was saying, that's where I have a lot of respect for both of you guys, that you guys have the guts to try things new, where other people, like I said, are too afraid to. I think that's great that you guys are that creative,
Thank you. Yeah, it's scary.
We're just the kind of people, I think, that when you really have a truly creative soul, you can't just stick with. There's that one thing that you will always love and you'll always have a passion for and you'll always stick with, but you always want to explore outside the box and see what else you're capable of. Because you're like, well, if I could conquer this, maybe I could conquer this. And if I could conquer that, maybe
absolutely.
I could conquer this.
Yeah, and just as long as as far as, I know that I'll never be satisfied, and I'm okay with that. I'm like, cool, this is how it's going to be, and I'm going to be okay with that. And it's like, if you're okay, if you're like, subtle about it. I think it's important. But I mean, I know I'm jealous all the time. Like, man, why didn't I just pick something easy? This is dumb.
I know, that's what I say every single day. I'm like, why didn't I just want to be just a banker, or why didn't I
That's great. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you'll never get bored.
Yeah, but you know what? Then people wouldn't have the luxury of hearing your creativity of your music or whatever it is that you do. You know.
Yep, it's true. We gotta have people like us in the world.
Yeah, otherwise
it's better to try and fail than to never try at all.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what told us growing up.
Yeah, it's totally true.
The more I listen to her, and this is no disrespect because I respect this person very much, she so reminds me of Kat from that show that we watch.
Kat from...
I can't think of
that
any
kitty show that our son watches.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one where they go to the school for the performing arts.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in California.
Yeah, but she's just like out there and she's cool as hell and she just doesn't, care.
She doesn't care what other people think.
She doesn't give a fuck. And at the same time, she's like,
this is me. If you don't like me, well, fuck you. And that's
fuck yeah, guys. Thanks.
And I mean, I'm being real. I mean, if I thought you were terrible, I wouldn't necessarily tell you, but at the same time, I wouldn't be so friendly. That's just me.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
How did you guys find me?
I'll never tell.
Okay, I have my answer.
So that's the answer.
Yeah, because when he found you, he said, "Oh, I found this wonderful artist. You have to hear her." And that's when he played your music, and I was like, "Wow, I like that." Because I like all different kinds of music, but I've always liked country the most since I was young, and that's just. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. I like your music.
It's like this. Everybody, tries to go interview like the big known people. I don't want to interview the big known people because the big known people are already famous, already have their chance, already have their stardom. And I want to touch base on the people that are up and coming, that are actually talented, not the ones that are, trash and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
give them a chance to kind of help them, build their reputation, and so that, if we talk to this person and we get somebody to listen to their music, that's one more person that may buy an album of theirs or whatever the case may be,
I think it's more of one more person that they can reach and they can touch their lives. Because I knew when I was growing up that music and the lifestyle that I was in, coming from an abusive family and whatnot, music was really my source of, getting out of reality and getting out of, life just sucks, at that time. And it really helped me get beyond what I was facing at that time and everything. And all these, up-and-coming artists, such as Brittney, really touch me because it reminds me of, one, as a child, and two, it reminds me of, look at all the people out there that really need someone to, believe in, someone, to count on, even if they can't actually be there physically, mentally they're feeling that person and they're there with them. I know that sounds weird.
No, I get it.
So that was my whole thing on it. I didn't want to go the same route everyone else went because there's so much out there that, in my eyes, is just better. It's not just, commercial. I'm not big on commercial because commercial is, okay, you got to dress this way, you got to act this way, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's a robot. And I've never been a robot. I always say the weirdest things.
I used to be one way back in the day.
That's totally cool.
Used to be a robot. It was really easy back then.
So what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh, man, what would you do?
Judy walks around saying that all the
I don't know. I'd go down to the store and, pay $1.50 for it, right? I mean...
It seems to be the most logical answer to that one. I don't know why people are like, I was fine to the mountains.
We don't have to, we're not, we don't have, it's 2013. We don't have to go fight for one anymore.
I don't know where he gets these questions from.
I don't know either, but it stumped me. I didn't know what to say, so I appreciate it.
That's what he likes to do. He likes to stump people. He likes to catch the reaction off guard. That's why he does those things.
Yeah, one person I had on, he was real.
One person I had on, he was rhyming, and I accidentally kept on calling him because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But then afterwards I thought about it. I'm like, well, if you're supposed to be ready, you're supposed to be ready at any time. And that's no disrespect to him, but I mean, just in general, I just feel that way. If somebody calls upon you to do something, you're supposed to, do that, and everything else is just in the background. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's lost.
Get me ready all the time. I am ready. I'm not gonna rap though. Not tonight. I rap once in a while. It's one of the things I'm not very good at doing, and I don't think I ever will be, but I wish I was.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to put you on the spot before we end this in a little while. I want to hear something new. I want to hear something brand new that you just thought of within the last week that you're not ever going to record, but you're going to do for Teal Time Radio because we're that cool.
Oh, you want me to sing you a song right now?
In a little while. I'll give you some time to think about it.
Oh,
I ain't going to put you on the spot like I put most people.
I don't know. I don't have anything that I can. Everything else is kind of in the middle of recording right now, so I don't really have anything that I can play right now. I'm trying to think.
Right.
I've literally been in the midst of in the studio every day with different stuff. I don't even know what would make sense to do right now. But I promise when I have some new stuff, I will send it out to you guys.
But you know what? I've always heard that when you go from your gut, you come out with the most beautifulest things, as corny as that sounds.
Beautifulest, is that a word?
Yeah, that's my word.
Tonight.
You just made it up. I'm going to write a song about you called Beautifulest.
You're the beautifulest person I've ever seen. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can sing. See?
I don't think so. I just got a great heart and whatnot. But anyway, moving on, Mandy has something to ask you because I just sensed it in my brain.
I do? Wow. Oh, gee.
You guys are fucking high tech over there.
Yeah, we're on the ball. Okay, this is a good one. What is your, when you have to just detox and relax, what is your go-to movie or TV show? I know you don't watch that much TV, and I know that you, just got a TV with, bunny ears and stuff. But, is there something that just, when you're just having a rough day and you just need to chill out, you put on, and it makes you just feel a lot better?
You know what I've been doing lately? I've been listening to comedy radio, and I'm a big fan of Louis C.K., but I just found out of this new show that Amy Schmuller, how do you say her last name? Amy Schmuller?
Yeah, Schuller or something
I watched 2 episodes, and I was like, oh, my God, she's me. That's like me, but she's Jewish. I love her. She's amazing. I'm not as funny as her, but there's a lot. We have a lot in common. I feel like we'd be best friends if I met her.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
She's hilarious. Have you guys all seen that show?
I have. She's just random. That's why I like her. She's just random.
I think she's hilarious. I love her. I want to be here when I grow up.
If you ever want to see a great movie, I don't even know if you can grab it anymore because they took it off of retail because of royalties.
Uh-oh.
It's actually with Mandy Moore. It's called A Walk to Remember. That's one of the best movies.
I think I may have seen that long ago. Oh, they took it off, really?
I have that movie on tape, and
that's
if
a great
you would
movie,
like it, I will send it to you.
Oh, thank you. Doesn't it make me cry? I feel like it's a sad movie, no? someone die in it?
It's sad but hopeful. Like, there's hope that you will find what you need when you need it, and I think that's what we as humans, we don't know how long we have, but if we can get what we want when we want it or when we need it, that's the most important thing.
I like that. That's cool. That's cool.
She's going to steal it and write it on her next song.
Well, that's
I'm going to write it on my next song. Hey, have you guys been into the new, you guys on Instagram?
I am.
Are you guys a fan of the Instagram video? I'm super stoked about it.
I love Instagram because it's a way for me to put up pictures without my mother seeing them on Facebook and saying, you know, Mandy, I don't really like that picture of you.
Yeah, I don't like putting up pictures. So
now you can do video and it's super fun, and so I'll be doing lots of videos and pictures on there. So if you guys want to check me out on there, follow me on Instagram. See, I just plugged myself. Do you like that?
And you can find all of her links on the Teal Time Radio website. You can go to the article about her. It's called Our New BFF, Brittney.
Oh, thank you.
And there's some links to either her Facebook page or there's a link to something, and that will actually link you to her Facebook page and to her Twitter page and all of her different pages, so you can stalk her and follow her. And
yeah, stalk me. I love it.
And like
wait, that sounded bad.
Well, I
love posting fun stuff on there. Social media is so fun because you can make so many like random things, and it's fun to update people regularly and just like post a picture or a video, not have to like, you know, make a big deal about it. Just put it up there and everyone can see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, that's good because we're all interested to know, you know? I went on your Facebook today and, matter of fact, gave it a like.
Well, thank you. I posted about you guys, too, on mine.
I liked it the other day.
I like you guys, too. We all just like each other.
I'm looking online at a zoo, and there I saw a bunch of little baby goats. Oh, now I want one.
Oh, boy, now she wants a goat to go with her, oh my gosh, what was it she wanted, darling? Her donkey.
They have camel rides. No, but they have camel rides here too.
And goats, oh my.
Donkeys, minions, and goats. And what's next, a cow?
I don't like cows.
A camel?
That's cute.
And they have camel rides there. It's so cool.
Well, then why don't you get a camel to add to your collection?
I will. I'm now looking at the website to see if I could work at the zoo. Oh, birthday party staff coordinator. I could do that. I'm good at that.
I have a story real quick. Now that we're talking about animals, I went on my first horseback riding adventure a while back. And the horse I decided to go on decided he was more interested in biting other horses' asses, eating grass and trying to knock me over, and going down the hill like a roller coaster. It was absolutely retarded, and I had so much fun. And the lady that ran the thing was like, well, you ride the horse like you're a professional. I was like, yes, but a professional wouldn't be complaining their balls hurt, now would they? But, I mean, it was amazing. I didn't mean to cut into your show. Sorry about that.
Gosh.
You suck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he does. You shouldn't have been cutting into her show now.
Yeah, I know. Just rub it in, why don't you?
The show's over.
The show never seems to end sometimes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this show goes on and on and on like it's fucking energizing.
I'm like, how long is this, guys? I know we're all best friends and all, but
I asked it the first night I was on. I was like, how long is this show for? Like, you know, it's kind of getting late. And they're like, oh, we're on for 2 hours. I was like, yeah, okay, you guys are on for 2 hours. I'm on for 45 minutes.
All right, Brittney, since you're getting tired and whatnot, and we enjoyed you coming along and whatnot. You care to sing a little tune of anything?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of something. My brain's just fried right now. Do I care to sing anything? I don't know what to sing right now.
If you don't feel like it, you don't have to. You can always come back when your next album comes out and give us a little mini concert. We would. You guys have to
let me know next time ahead of time. I'll have something prepared. I promise.
No problem. You don't have to worry about it. We're just
I'm not worried. I just didn't know.
To be honest, I just wanted to hear her sing because she sounds like an angel as far as her voice.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, guys. A nice compliment.
What?
She has the voice of an angel.
That's what I told her before. She has the body of a goddess and the voice of an angel. I'm not kidding about that.
Sweet.
No, I feel ugly.
And the brain of a unicorn.
Brain of a unicorn. Yes, that's what she's gonna put now on her on everything. She says, "I have the brain of a unicorn."
We did add. I really wanted to add the word unicorn in the song we did today. We finally added it, and I was really excited.
Nice.
Unicorns are awesome.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you guys to know. That was like so important. I had to say that.
That's okay. It's your show.
We're not going to keep you.
This is my show, guys.
That's right.
I'm sure there's people that want to call in and whatnot, but
this is the Brittster show.
We're gonna let you go and do your thing. We're sure you're busy and everything else, but thank you for joining us on Jail Time Radio. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This was fun.
And we'd love to have you back
anytime.
I'm gonna call you guys like all the time, like prank call you and be like, hey, my pizza's not here yet. What's going on?
We'd love
I'm gonna do all kinds of weird shit.
That's totally cool. I'm following you right now on Twitter, so yay.
It's the same number. Feel free to stop in any time. We have an open door policy. It doesn't matter if 5 years from now we're the most famous radio station out there. It doesn't matter. We still, you know.
What if I'm the most famous radio station 5 years from now?
Well, then, hey.
I'm looking for a job.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a radio station yet.
Well, I mean, if that's your dream, you know, other than singing, then go for it. You know, there's enough for 2 most famous radio stations in America, I guess.
That could be our sister. You know what? Then we can make her our sister station. If we both end up famous, she could be our sister station and be incorporated with us.
I can be your BFF station.
There you go.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. We really enjoyed having you.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. I really enjoyed it myself. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a great night. Thank you.
You too. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
See you later.
Later.
Bye.